You will receive StopAmbush in a box like this. When you open the box, you will have the installation instructions on top. Inside the box, you have the two sensor units and the display unit. Fully assembled, ready to be installed. When removing the sensor units, be gentle with them. They are fully assembled as well and ready to be used. Underneath the white tray in the box, you have a package that contains all of the wiring necessary to connect the display unit and the sensor pods. Ready to go, plug and play. This is the display unit. You simply open it and snap it into place. As you can see, it is pre-cut for easy installation underneath the sun visor. On the side, you have the on and off switch for the unit. In the front, you have the standby button. You have the directional alert arrows, you have a speaker, and you have volume control, up and down buttons. To install the pods, what you would do is take them out of the box. You want to remove this washer very gently, pull it over the micro USB, which now loosens up the waterproof gasket, which can also be removed. And as you can see, this is the only entrance into the pod is for the micro USB. It is pre-assembled with the 3 sensors on the unit. You would put this back on for installation after you've drilled the hole on the roof of your car. And you would snake this through the hole, install it, and on the other end of your roof you would tighten this back up to give a permanent waterproof seal on the unit. Inside the box, you have the complete wiring harness ready for assembly. I'm not going to open this one, but we do have one here open for display purposes. You would basically remove the wiring from the packaging. As you can tell, you have your power source wiring that's here. You can connect this to any 12 volts power source inside the vehicle, like your dome light, for example. You open up the packaging to release the wires, and as you can see, you have 3 ends. 2 that are ready to plug into the sensors themselves, and then also the micro USB that is ready to be plugged into the display unit with plenty of wiring to go across the length of the roof of your car. To prepare to install the pods, first you must do the prep work inside the vehicle. You want to move your sun visor out of the way, and you want to have loosen this holder as much as possible. Then you're going to take your dome light and unscrew the cap on there. You have to take out the 2 screws that hold your dome light. You remove the 2 screws from the dome light, and now you let the dome light drop down, exposing the sheet metal on the top of the car. After removing the dome light, you want to mark the center of the roof with a pencil, and then you want to take a 3/8 inch drill and drill a hole through the center. Now that you've finished drilling the hole, you will have a hole in the roof of the car that looks as such. Now that you have drilled the hole on the car, this is what the hole looks like. You are now ready to install the sensor pod. You want to make sure that the gasket is tightly in place to protect the sensor and to provide that water seal. You want to snake in the micro USB through the hole. You want to make sure that you line this up perfectly center so that the front sensor is facing the front of the car and that the two side sensors are aligned and facing the sides of the vehicle. Once you have the unit in place, you want to have a second set of hands holding down the top of this unit tightly, pushing it to create that airtight seal, while someone on the inside of the vehicle is attaching the screw gasket to tighten up the sensor pod. Now that you have dropped the micro USB through the roof on the sensor pod, this is what it looks like. You will take the black washer that you had removed and now snake it over the USB and screw it into place. You want to make sure you get this as tight as possible, because this creates the seal with the gasket on the outside with the inside of the unit. So get that as tight as you can possibly get it. To install the sensor pods in the rear of the vehicle, you would get to the back of the car, you would take out the roof pegs that hold the roof liner in place out from both sides of your vehicle, and you want to loosen the roof. You would want to take this black panel, which is on the side of your car, loosen that up and pull down the roof panel of your car, allowing you access on this side to be able to drill the roof hole the same as you did in the front of the vehicle. As you can see, we have pulled off the back of the unit of the car, the roof panel, and we have pre-drilled a hole just like we demonstrated on the front of the car to install the micro USB in the back of the vehicle to attach the sensor pod on the outside. It is now connected to the longest harness wire that is coming from your dome light to the back of the vehicle, snaked through the roof. Now you are ready to connect the power source to any 12-volt source, such as your dome light. You take the red, you connect it with the red, and you take the black and you connect it with the black. Your final step in connecting all of this is to locate your micro USB, which you snake through the roof, and the wiring that you also snake through the roof of the car, and connecting the two together as such. Then you can tuck that away, push all your wiring back, and install and return your dome light. To install the display unit before snapping open the device, you want to make sure you connect the wiring that you've snaked into the roof, leaving about 4 or 5 inches so that you can easily plug it into the back of the device. Once you've done that, you can snap open and get ready to install it behind your sun visor. You would move the sun visor out of the way. You would have loosened this up with a screwdriver so that you can easily install it and slip it underneath here. Then once the unit is in place, you would take that same screwdriver, tighten that back up, and you're able to put the visor back, flip it up, because you want to be able to see the unit. Now once the unit is installed, you can actually rotate it. So I don't have this tightened up yet here, and that's why it's wiggling, but you can actually turn the unit directionally inside the vehicle. Okay? And again, accessing the on and off button to turn the unit on, and then you have the standby unit and the volume, so depending on what angle you're in the car, you can move this unit in any direction. If you don't want to use it, you can simply flip it up and fold it out of the way and lower your sun visor. Now that you have installed the sensors and the display unit, you are ready to start using the device. To start your shift, simply flip down the display unit, turn it on with the on and off button. The red lights will stay on for about 45 seconds to a minute till the system sets itself. Once the lights go out, the system is ready to be used, and StopAmbush will be there to protect you with the 360-degree perimeter alert. Now the unit is armed and ready to go. I'm going to put my hand outside the window to show you that it picks up the slightest sense of movement outside of the car. Now I also have someone walking around the vehicle to show you that they are able to set and trigger off StopAmbush. You are now protected. The sole purpose of Stop Ambush is to be used while the vehicle is stationary so that you get the alerts around you while you are focused on your paperwork or doing something inside of your vehicle. When you are ready to go back out on patrol and you're going to drive the vehicle, we recommend you push the standby button and an amber light will turn on. This tells you the unit is on standby and will no longer alert you to your perimeter. You can flip the unit back up and resume your patrol. If and when you do stop again and you want to turn the unit back on and you want to have Stop Ambush alert you, you simply again hit the standby button and the vehicle will be activated, and as you can see, the minute there is movement, it resumes, giving you that alert to let you know there is someone outside of your vehicle.